Nearly every action sequence in Mission Impossible Fallout could be argued as the best of the film. But today I want to break down possibly the most small-scale action sequence of the film and analyze the mechanics of both setting and character. Let's take a look at the bathroom fight from Mission Impossible Fallout. Prior to the bathroom fight scene, there are 5 preceding scenes. There is Ethan's safe house briefing, the plutonium exchange, the hospital scene, the airport briefing, and the halo jump. A detail which is important to note is that all of these scenes take place at dusk or night. The only scenes featuring daylight or overt lighting are the opening and hospital scene. But in both cases, the daylight was fake. The lighting of a scene can tell you a lot about the characters and the world which the director is attempting to create. Dark settings usually paint a world of deception and mystery. What the darkness in the previous scenes illustrate is that the IMF are characters who work best in the shadows. And one of the simplest methods to turn characters who are used to shadows into fish out of water is to turn on the lights.
I knew I wanted this sort of, this very pure and very clean environment and a sense that, that there was no escape. What I described to the production designer was I want to feel like a cockroach on the kitchen floor when you walk into this bathroom.
This is the first scene in the film with absolutely no darkness or shadow. Everything is white and bright. Instantaneously, this detail creates a sense of exposure for the characters. There is nowhere to hide for our heroes. They only have their skills to help them. This exposure which the setting creates begins taking a toll on Ethan's plan. What was supposed to be a simple swap by using a mask goes wrong in every way imaginable. Then the fight erupts. Obviously, the stunt work and choreography in this scene is absolutely superb. The stuntman who plays fake Lark, Liang Yang, leads this scene as a minor antagonist who seems unstoppable in hand-to-hand combat. His antagonistic presence in this scene is used to physically develop Ethan and Walker. Earlier in the film, Sloan compared Ethan to a scalpel and Walker to a hammer. Ethan's Kesey fighting style and precise blocks show that he is someone who is more defensive rather than offensive, as he is mainly protecting his center of mass while sneaking in blows whenever possible. Walker, on the other hand, fights more like a boxer, attempting to use heavy attacks without much care for self-defense. As both Ethan and Walker become overpowered in this fight, the scene reveals the weakness of both characters. Ethan's weakness is getting too close to his enemy, which can cost him his advantage. Walker's weakness is being overconfident in his strength, which can be used against him by his opponent. Through Walker and Ethan's fighting styles, we learn not only how they fight, but also how their fighting style translates to their character. Christopher McQuarrie seems to have taken inspiration from a similar fight scene in James Cameron's True Lies. Certain fight moves in the setting of the scene are pulled straight from Cameron's film. But where True Lies features flashing lights, spurting water, and gritty gunplay, McQuarrie forms this fight scene as clean and open. Nothing but the characters and their raw skills as they fight like cockroaches, attempting to avoid danger at every turn. It may be one of the smallest action sequences in the film, but the bathroom fight is so much more than a brawl between our heroes and a minor villain. Christopher McQuarrie never wastes a scene in this film. Whether the stakes of a scene revolve around nuclear weapons, being able to impersonate a man, or simply the life of an innocent woman, McQuarrie always centralizes the action around character. The plot drives our characters from place to place, but their development comes from their actions.